So for this movement, we're looking at a weighted tailor pose or what's called a weighted butterfly stretch, depending on what you know the name as. All right. Now for this, you'll notice I've got a hoodie on the floor. This is purposely stopping my feet sliding. If you are on a floor where you can keep your feet fixed in position and you find they don't slide forwards, then you don't need to worry about this. All right. But this just aids me on these mats because they get quite slippy. So the way this position is going to work, you're going to need a wall, and you're going to sit your bum and back flat to the wall, so I can keep my body up right here. I don't want my bum creeping forwards, all right, and then arching my back, because we're going to lose the benefit of the stretch through the hips. So I'm flat to the wall like so. The soles of my feet are going to come together. Now this is where the hoodie comes into play. So I bring my feet in nice and tight together like so. All right, you can see they're already sliding a little bit, but in there. So I want to keep those nice and tight. If you find your feet are sliding forwards, yeah, that's when you might want to sit on something. Maybe a yoga mat works quite nicely, or something that's going to keep your feet in place. Now for this, we're also going to need weights as well. So you can use dumbbells if you want. I prefer kettlebells because I can put my hands through them and I have a little bit more control of the weights. All right, but I will leave that up to you. And the weights go on the inside of your knees. Okay. Now what you're going to do from here, for this stretch, we're looking at the inside of the groin. All right, so strengthening the muscles in there. So what's going to happen? I am going to press the kettlebells down towards the floor and pull my knees down towards the floor to where I can go to, keeping my back flat. I am then going to squeeze my knees together and raise the kettlebells up. Alright, so I'm using the inside of my groin to lift the kettlebells, so that will be your rep. And then you repeat the motion, so I press down towards the floor, I squeeze the kettlebells using my knees and lift them up in like so. And you repeat that for the number of reps that you are given. On the last rep, we are going to work a hold. So what I mean by that is, I press my knees down towards the floor, towards my max depth, and you are going to hold it there for 10 to 30 seconds. Alright, after you finish your 10 to 30 seconds, you then squeeze the knees together, raise them up, and that will be where you rest it off. Okay, now the 10 to 30 seconds really depends on you, how far through this plan you are, alright, how strong you are in this movement. If you are a beginner and you don't feel so confident in this, a 10-second hold might be enough for you. Alright, if you're a little bit more experienced and more advanced, and you need that bit more of a challenge, you might want to push it to the 30-second end. Alright, it's kind of playing around and seeing what's working for you, where you can see yourself benefiting. Alright, so that is your weighted tailor pose or your weighted butterfly.